Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 3 with me, Sid, and I'm up on the roof. Yeah, we need to, we're just sorting out the last of the bits of change that we were kind of wreaking on ourselves last episode. The question is what to do with this. I'm tempted, I think, to go with... Oh, I've only got two, damn it. Damn it. I'm going to have to go and grab a little bit more Akakacha. Another one going there. We'll take that little peak out the end there, and that should do it. Fortunately, it's not too hard to get around in here. I think I'm out of Akakacha. Yes, need a bit of acacia from over here. That should be enough. Nice brand new shiny saw. Off you go, and I only need the one, so we'll grab that. Pardon me. And of course, if I remember to edit out the cough, you'll probably hear me saying pardon me and be wondering why I said pardon me. Okay, let us get the mode. Was it that one? It was. Like a Sue. And then we need to just chunk through those. And yeah, so at the end of last episode, we left ourselves. Oh, this is going to economy. Yes, perfect. We left ourselves with this. What's the word I'm looking for? Fortified structure on the top here, and since then what I've done is I've chopped back into the hill, so this is all now chopped back. This is nicely growing and getting all grassed over. Left myself up to that point, and over here, yeah, I think we probably I don't know about that. That's gonna bug me, I think, if I leave that there. What are you anyway? You are pine, I think. Let me just go and have a look. Have I got any pine? I have, yes, 29 of them in fact. Get rid of you. Let us just jump up on the roof again. I was actually going to start this by building something new, but we're still here. That needs to go. That goes without saying. And then what we will do is that will go there, but I probably want to extend this back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Well, perfect. I think I could have tried that, repeated that if I tried by accident anyway. Yeah, so this is just really to kind of finish out this structure and make it just blend in proper. Not you, you and you. Thank you. Yeah, so it blends in with the rest of the build, and you know, we haven't got ugly bits and pieces of what are you are, wow, interesting. Probably want to do the same on that then, don't I? Mode, yeah, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Different. I will certainly give it that. Let me just change the mode back over there. We'll go and check that from the ground, and then hopefully we can get on with something else and move away from this. Oh, do I need to? I suppose I do, really, don't I now? Yeah. Let me just fix that, and then I shall be right back with you. All right, we're there. So yeah, I did this. What it was suggested that the spiral staircase would fit perfectly into that we looked at. Was it last episode or the episode before? I think it was probably the episode before. Would fit perfectly into this space, and that is true. if I'd made this an even number of blocks, but it's not. It's an odd number of blocks. So yeah, hindsight, we could have made this lighthouse perfect with a wonderful spiral staircase, but of course we didn't. So no point crying over spilt milk. I was actually looking, as a thought now, do we have a sign for a potter's? Let's have a look. Signs. What have we got? Shield, music, furniture, helmet, swords, vineyard. Well, we'll definitely be using that. Toys. We'll probably need one of those actually, given the amount of plushes that are starting to kick up around the place. Maybe a toy shop around. Magic, maps, mine, pet, produce, pub, stable, lumber, jewelers, jail, inn. That's just a thing. General store. That's scales, flowers, fish, farming, candy, camping, butcher, books, bombs, blacksmith, bank. I can't actually. What? Bakers. Baker, archery, apothecary. What's that one? Let me just have a look at the apothecary sign. Now we've got this this bit here. Can we? It's not really what we're looking for. What about the other apothecary sign? And I'm getting myself distracted, aren't I, from all of the things. This deco craft it's evil, it's distracting. Honey, there's a second apothecary sign, and there's a honey sign. And did I see I don't want a vineyard. Music, shield, tailor, stables, pub, produce. Oh, it's so difficult to find a sign to suit. Let's have a look what we got. The apothecary 2. That might work. Let's try the honey sign. We don't have. No, that definitely doesn't work. So it's got to be that. I think that sign there. There we go. Pop it up a little bit. There's our sign in place for that. Right. Let me actually do something useful. So first things first, we want to take this dock out and replace it with, I think, well, probably going to sleep actually, but I think we probably want to replace that dock with a couple sticking out from here this way. I think that will make more sense than going out that way, and I've got some plans for down here for a raised boardwalk style area that goes all the way around that to certainly to here, maybe a little bit further in. That's ladders, yep. Yeah, so if we have like a raised area that comes all the way around here, all the way around here, all the way over to this point, and we'll join in here. This will take that out, and we can kind of merge this in and then hopefully merge it into the landscape reasonably smoothly. So we're going to need some timber. We're going to need more timber, some timber, probably timber, and some timber. And it's going to, oops, that's not where I want it to be. It's going to have to be a local timber, and not acacia, because acacia is everywhere, because it's my most common wood. It's the wood that I can get in vast quantities because of the forest that's to our south. So what I probably need to do is start off by emptying my inventory. Well, I actually need to start off by eating a sandwich, and then I'll get rid of this inventory stuff, and we will get some timber from, I'm thinking maybe this again, the what is it, Aspen, because it's not a million miles from us, and yeah, you know, it probably works reasonably well. So we're going to grab some food. Oh, that's full. Let's take that, and that, and we'll just leave that, and that, and that, and we can find a home for that over somewhere else. I'll grab some food. We're going to take a trip up and grab some aspen planks because I don't think we're going to have enough by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, that's a garnet, is it? Okay, that's a flawed ruby. That's a chip ruby. Where did I put you? Okay, yeah. Right, food. Oh, an empty inventory, and I'll be right back. All right, we are up in aspen country, so I'm going to grab some aspen. That is the wood of choice. Now, the aspens are not a particularly good tree for with the amount of logs they drop, because you know they're not big. But fortunately up here we have got quite a lot of trees, so we should. I'm not too worried about planting the saplings around here. I'll probably bring up a scythe at some point and grab some aspen saplings and do a little bit of replanting. But what we really want is just to get a quantity of this going, so we can, you know, make our dock area. And yeah, I'm not sure. The other thing we're going to want is, I'm definitely going to want some. I've probably got willow. I've probably got plenty of willow, but I want something. I'm just going to try some. Let me just get a few more logs, and I want to get a few other logs of a different variety while I'm here. I want a little bit of maple, and I'm going to want some willow, just a little bit, just to try something out. But not that. That's enough maple. So yeah, grab this. Be back again in a little while. I'm up here. I'm intrigued by this entrance, this cave. And cave. I'm not that intrigued. I'm not that intrigued. I'm not that intrigued. Okay, let's see whether it's just a very interesting looking cave. I don't think I don't know whether diorite to there. I know. Oh, you're trapped. I see you though, my friend. Hi. Hello. Hey. Say cheese. Smile for the camera. Is there another one? There is. Oh, you crafty little bugger, you. There's two, in fact. My God, that's three. Oh, damn. Now they're playing shy. All right. So there's a whole load of copper. I think that's all copper going up there. That's a really good. I was contemplating the possibilities of going and grabbing that, but discretion, valor, better part of. You know the saying. Anyway, let me just grab this last tree. One more tree, just one more. Get rid of you. There, bang. Get rid of you. So what I was wondering was this. It's fairly simple wonder. Oh, hematite. I may have to bring a pro pick up here and have a look for hematite around this area, because that was, I don't know obviously whether it was a good quality hematite, but all the hematite I've currently got to hand is poor quality, and I really could do with a decent supply local of good quality hematite, shall we say. So what I was wondering was this. There's an old trick in Minecraft, which is using a bit of darker wood in the water to give it the look of wet wood. and then you use a lighter wood on just as you come out of it. So if I were to come in here and go plob, plob, so that's kind of got the, yeah, I'm covered in algae, I'm mossy and green, and that's nice and clean. What do we think? Do we think that will work? It's difficult. I think that will possibly work to give the illusion of mossy. I might even pull it out one more just so it's kind of, you know, like the seaweed and stuff has grown up it, because normally when you go to the seaside, or when you go to let me just, what can I eat? I'm going to eat this. My sandwiches ran out, so, well, I've got sandwiches. I'm just eating the ingredients that were left over on my chopping board for now. So it occurs to me that we can use that in our favour, maybe. Well, that helped, and then we'll do a little bit of that. So let's head back over here, and we're going to go and get that, start planning out a pier. And I want this raised up one above the water this time. I was thinking about two above. Two above the water would be better, but it might be too much. It's difficult. I don't know. I'm trying to think. And it's difficult for me to think. So let me just have a little think about this, and I'll come back to you rather than rambling and going on the screen. So back. So do you ever sit there and regret a decision? Such as the decision to make this huge, horribly dirt block underwater to rest your pier on, your dock. Because I do. I mean, on the one hand, it is nice because it does prove that I'm going to need, well, the other thing, I'm going to need to get another shovel before long. I've got one, I think, ready. It does prove one particularly useful feature, and that is that the old some vanilla tricks still work in TFC. Always nice to know that you know you can rely on an old vanilla trick to things, but I can't in all good conscience leave this here. It's going to drive me insane. It's horrible. So yeah, I am taking this out, and then we can think about where we're going to put the next get me up, the other dock, how we're going to do that. And I think I'm going to do like a T-bar shaped dock coming out from that side. But yeah, time is ticking on, and we are not hugely closer to actually achieving our goal. So yeah, okay, well, got that out, and I am just in the process of kind of planning out how I want my dock to go here. So I think what I'll do is I'll fall off the edge a little bit. No, what I think we will have is we'll have this. Now I would like to come out this way maybe, and then come out on a 3 here, and maybe come out wide, just 3 wide on the end. And then maybe just have a little tiny bit of a, so you're going to have 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4 there. And I realise this is going to use an awful lot of wood. This is, you know, just the nature of TFC. Your logs are going to be precious. Interestingly enough, the new Nomad pack that I'm working on is probably going to have a similar mechanic with the chopping stump to get you things. None of this just, you know, stick a log in your crafting bench and get 4 lots of planks out. Not with this pack. So I'm thinking something kind of like that, and then what we would have either side going on, and I say that I'm going to want this overlapping somewhat, coming this way until we get so far around, and then we'll just kind of join in, maybe just as far as this, and we'll do something to merge that in. I really haven't figured out some of the mechanics of how this is going to go, but we're going to have that going on there. Yeah, that works. And then here we're going to have the old willow log is going to go there. Now here's the question, do I want to have another like that? Oh, it doesn't matter too much. And then that kind of thing going on the top there. I'm in two minds. I have to say, I am honestly in two minds. Let me just cut up a maple log a little bit. No, that just makes sticks. Please tell me I don't have to. I do. My God, that's. So you can. I mean, this can be dressed up quite easily with, you know, a few buttons and stuff about the place, and they are, of course, vanilla buttons. So it doesn't matter what wood I make them out of. Any old dross will do. Now, in terms of where we put these, we're obviously going to have one here. If I can, oh, hang on. Let me. We'll get those from the top, I think. Let me just come in and do that. We'll have to have some ladders in places to assist us climbing out of here as well, because this, otherwise, you know, we fall in the water and we're stuck. But I think this should be reasonable. So you'll have like another mooring point here. Probably one about halfway down at the ends either side over there, and maybe here, maybe just on the end here, one of these sides we turn into a fishing shack. I don't know. Right, let me just continue on. I think I'm going to get a little bit more planning done, and I'm going to go grab some willow plus a little bit more maple, and we'll see how we go. Yeah, so alright, I'm getting there steadily. I'm getting through quite a lot of willow actually, because look, I'm actually doing these proper this time. These are going all the way down to the ground, so each one of those is about anywhere between 13 and 14 willow. These ones might be slightly shorter in places, but yeah, that's so that's what we're up to there. Now, in terms of here, what I was thinking is, let me just grab you and you, and we are going to take this, and we're going to, on the underside of here, we're going to overhang these as a stair. So we'll go like that, and then like that, and then this will come up here like that. Now, these docks themselves I would like to extend outwards, but what I want to do is certainly this side. I'm not so sure about these end bits, but certainly over here I want to bring this across all the way to here, and then about here I want to drop down and in like that. And then we can grab our saw, and we'll have that one out. There we go. Thank you very much. So here what I want to do is, let's get this right. Maybe I should have left that in. It possibly doesn't look quite as realistic, but that gives us our "Oh dear, I've fallen into the water" steps. And I mean, we know Minecraft and blocks like that always look a bit peculiar, so but that if we fall in, we're sorted now. And then we can, on this side, we can just overhang this, so we end up with something a little bit more interesting than just a solid block. I think that looks okay. As I say, it's a shame Minecraft does this peculiar thing with that. Now, I don't know. Let me just. I'm just gonna take that out a second, because I've got wood to spare. If I jump in here, you can get out quite easily there. You see, it's not. I know it's. Yeah, you're going to end up underneath most of the time with that. No. No, I really don't know what the better option. You're going to end up with that ugly thing going on with the water no matter what. I suppose if we do that, then we can't go underneath at that point. That's probably the best compromise. Kind of works ish, maybe. It's always difficult sometimes to know what the best solution is to a problem, especially, you know, there are design limits in Minecraft. Always have been, always will be. So at that point, at what point do we actually go and accept those limits for what they are? And what point do we go and say, no, I am not going to accept those limits, we're going to find a way around them? And some things you have to, you know, just accept that it is not going to work. It's never going to work. Doesn't matter how much you refuse to accept, you know, some things you have to accept. There's no point in refusing. I mean, you might as well refuse gravity. You know, gravity doesn't care. Gravity will still give you a swift reminder the next time you step out over a precipice or whatever. So yeah, but so there's sometimes times to fight back against the limitations, and other times are times to go and stick with them. Right, let me get these. Some more willow. I'm just wondering whether I should just go and chop some willow down over there, actually. I don't know. Or maybe even up here. I also need to sort out some food, but I think I'll probably aim to get a fair chunk of this done before then, and because what I would like to do is put some light sources on the tops of some of these, and get that round there maybe. So let me just sort that out, and I'll be alright. We're getting there steady. We've got a little bit more aspen. I'm going to need more. I'm going to need quite a bit more aspen. But what I want to do is get some of this going. And is it that? No. Okay. Let me just have a look at wool. I want carpenter's wool specifically, or carpenter's barrier. Is it barrier? Barrier. Let's try barrier. It is carpenter's barrier, which is that and sticks. Okay, 1, 2, should be enough. We'll take those with us anyway. Hello, little fella. Yeah, so let me show you what we got up to, where we're up to with this thing. Now the thing is, I don't like these solid blocks on the top. I think they look ugly. They're just not nice, shall we say. So we're going to take those out, ink buttons and all, and we're going to replace these with something more, bearing in mind that these are supposed to be, I was trying to think what the word would be, maybe a bollard. I'm trying to, it's a thing you tie the ropes to. It's a rope tying thingy. This thing here is way too fat. So my first thought was, let's have a look, see what we can do with that. Well, that's a fence. Let's be honest, it's a fence. Doesn't matter what light you try to cast on it, it is a fence, and it is not taking that as a texture. So that's the second problem we need to address. Now, if I go and saw you up and then wrap you around like that, it will take that as a texture, and we can also make it a nice big fat fence, but it's still, how do we put this? It's still quite tedious and boring. So the other thing that occurred to me was this. We're not playing vanilla. Now, whilst we don't have chisels and bits, we do have chisels. So we could, and we'll have to sleep between there, but we could go into here and go mode and bang that out into that shape. I just need to, so I do need to sleep before badness comes and gets us. Now, I am not a seafaring man. I have never been. Furthest I've been to sea is a ferry, you know, to Europe. But I think if we go and take you into detail mode, first things first, let us try and take you down like that. Now that is, to me, is not enough detail. So let us go all the way around the bottom like so. I'm going to take this in a chunk, so it's got this kind of little lip at the bottom here going on. Okay, and we're going to take the whole lot in at this point all the way around. We've got plenty of durability on the chisel, it's not a problem. And once we've got a design we like, we can obviously then replicate that using some blueprints. I'm going to need to kill a few squids to get some ink to do that, but you know, that's not a problem. We built that cage down there for a reason. It doesn't necessarily work very well, but you know, it'll do. It's what we got. So if we come in here and just take all of this out, and then all of that out, and similarly on this side. And this, I think, this is where TFC. I mean, up until now, this is pretty much, this is a dock. This is a dock that you could more or less make in any version of Minecraft. Maybe not with the same colours of wood, but you know. But let us then cut right in there, and here, and here. Now, how does that look? To me, that's still too fat, but what happens if we now come in and take this all the way in like this? Obviously, we've still got this stupid little square, but that will vanish, I think, once we get rid of this lot here. There's a nice thing with these chisels. You can just, you know, work your way. You know, strip a little layer out, strip a layer out, strip a layer out, see what works, strip a layer out, see what works, strip a layer out. And I think you can. This is starting to get to a shape where you can imagine the hawsers, one of the two, the rope, tied from a ship, wrap around one of these, you know, bollards at either end. I'm sure there's a proper. Now maybe if we just take these, snip these corners out, how does that look? That doesn't look bad. And all we're going to need to do is, for starters, is put one of these on each of these end points. That's not quite enough, is it? But it should get it. Oh, it is actually enough. Yay, even better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bang, bang, bang. Da, 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 da. And then obviously we need to do the detail mode, for which we're going to need the ink. So I need to have a little drinky. And we need to go squid hunting, which, as we know, in this is easier, much easier said than done, because the squids are much smaller and much faster. Got one. Get back to the surface and look for our next. You only get, I mean, it's madness, you get one. I see you. Perfect. Now I can't remember how many blueprint pieces you get from that. I think you get more than one, which is, well, markings I should say. You get 16. Wow. Let's stack the calamari. Maybe we should cook that up at some point. Let us go quickly over to our farm area. Yep, I'm doing something I don't normally do. I'm actually sprint jumping. And sometimes people ask me, they say, why do you not sprint? Why do you walk everywhere? And it's like, you get to a certain age and you realise there's nowhere you want to get to that badly that you want to sprint, both in real life and in game. And when everything consumes hunger, you know, I mean, hunger is much more of an issue I mean, not for me now, but in TerraFirmaCraft, hunger is a much bigger issue than it is, normally speaking, shall we say. Give me 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. Alright, is it going to be quicker? Oh, yeah, winter's coming on, look. My jute's popping off again. I'm not worried. I've got more jute fibre than I know what to do with. I will, however, have a dibble of fresh water in there. So yeah, we should be then good to do it. Now I'm trying to remember how, you know, I used these, I did the thing, worked out how to use them, and now I forgot them. It's that's a little bit embarrassing, but I think, what did we do? Did we just name it? Bollards. Done. Done. Cancel. Cancel. You know, I had this. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know, I remember. You needed to... Yes, I remember it all too well now. Detail mode. Bang. So what we need to do is make these all into detail mode. You're already detailed. And then you bang, 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 back. Oh, Jesus, that's nearly used a steel chisel. Worth it though. Yeah, so a lot more to do. I am mixing up the planks a little bit to give this a worn look, and obviously we've got some bollards in now, so we're making some progress, but I need to continue on. I have decided that my fishing shack is going to be built here at the end, so I'm probably going to continue this way a bit with the harbour, and then get the fishing shack in so we can sit here and fish to our heart's content, just off the end here. I think, you know, nothing too fancy, little fishing shack, put my fishing rod and all that in there, but I'm happy with that. I think this is starting to come together, for something which is, let's be honest, completely non-functional. It's okay. So thank you very much for watching anyway, guys. We'll continue this on next episode, and until next time, bye for now.